Welcome to the channel viewers. Dr. JWA, theologist, Central Coast, New South Wales, Australia since 1994. We're in the Muslim, the messenger left, those the Messiah waits for, episode 3, the place the performance never reached for the Muslim. The conversation ends politely, the smile remains controlled, the religious language still sounds certain. But walking back to the car that night, the Muslim listener feels the same hidden distance again. Not distance from the structure, distance somewhere deeper inside himself. The mosque was full, the atmosphere carried reverence, the reminders sounded sincere, yet the inward unrest quietly survived underneath everything again. The Muslim notices it more now, not rebellion, not hatred toward faith, something stranger. The growing realization that outward devotion can surround the life while still leaving hidden parts of the soul untouched. And for the Muslim listener, obedience is still respected. The messenger is still honoured. And the Muslim still believes discipline matters. The Quran 5:3 reads, "This day I have perfected your religion for you." The Quranic structure continually reinforces preservation through submission. The Muslim wants to believe the inward burden should already be gone by now. But privately, the same conflict keeps returning. The thoughts he suppresses, the shame he hides, the temptation surviving after the religious atmosphere fades, the quiet fear that something inside him still remains unresolved, and corruption continues expressing itself through hidden impurity, inward uncleanness surviving beneath disciplined behaviour, relational fracture, emotional distance quietly growing beneath outward unity, performance preservation, protecting visible devotion while inward exhaustion deepens privately. Viewers, externally governed righteousness may reinforce structure privately, but inward unrest continues surviving wherever the hidden soul remains unreconciled beneath outward conformity. And the sacred meanings carried among the people of the book were always moving towards something deeper than maintaining religious atmosphere alone. Not merely preservation, not merely Islamic submission or Christian submission, but inward reconciliation with God Himself. And somewhere during the drive home, another realization quietly begins unsettling the Muslim's mind. What if this exhaustion is not coming from weakness, but from carrying a burden the Islamic ideological structure itself is unable to heal? The people of the book reveal the Messiah differently. It says, John 8:32, "And you will know the truth, and the truth will make you free." And that statement follows him, the Muslim, into the darkness. Because the Messiah is not speaking about preserving appearance. He's speaking about inward freedom, reaching places performance never will be able to fully touch. Not maintain the image longer, not suppress the struggle deeper, not perfect the outward form, but be made free inwardly. Rainwater reflects across the road beneath the street lights. The radio stays off. The city remains quiet around the Muslim, and for the first time, the Muslim listener quietly wonders whether the hidden places untouched after every performance are the very places the Messiah has been waiting to reach all along. I'm Dr. J.W. Ayub, theologist since 1994. Like, subscribe, comment to educate me, share the video to help somebody else. Bye for now. Welcome viewers, Dr. J.W. Ayub, theologist since 1994. In the series, The Muslim, the Messenger Left, Those the Messiah Waits For, Episode 4. The peace structure, the Islamic ideological structure could not give. The rain had stopped, the street is still wet. The Muslim listener sits in the parked car longer than he planned. No one's asking questions now. No one's watching. No one is measuring his words, but the unrest remains. In the previous episode, the Muslim began sensing that some inward places were never reached by performance. And in this episode, viewers, the ache becomes clearer. The Muslim was searching for peace. The Quranic structure keeps reinforcing allegiance through religious identity. Quran 3:103 reads, "Hold firmly to the rope of Allah all together and do not become divided." I guess similarly, the Messiah said, "A house divided cannot stand." And for the Muslim listener who understands the pressure, stay connected, stay loyal, stay inside the Islamic ideological structure. But tonight he notices something difficult. Belonging to Islam did not quiet the war inside him. He could remain connected and still feel unreconciled within himself. He could remain obedient and still feel condemned. The Muslim could preserve the appearance and still feel distant from God. And the hidden pressure keeps expressing itself through secret appetite, desire still stirring beneath disciplined restraint, quiet envy, comparing peace in others while feeling unrest inside, control of appearance, managing the visible self while the inner man remains afraid. Viewers, externally governed righteousness may protect belonging publicly, but inward unrest continues wherever the soul has not received peace with God. And the sacred meanings carried among the people of the book move toward reconciliation, not merely religious maintenance. And for the Muslim, another thought begins pressing through the silence. What if peace is not something the structure can manufacture? For the people of the book, they reveal the Messiah differently. The Messiah Muhammad missed. The Messiah said in John 14:27, in the writings of the people of the book, "My peace I give to you. I do not give to you as the world gives." John 14:27. That sentence does not feel like pressure. It feels like an opening. Because the Messiah is not demanding that exhausted souls prove peace. He just offers it. Not as appearance, not as public belonging, not as managed religious compromise, but as something given. The wipers rest at the bottom of the windshield. The street light reflects across the glass, and the Muslim listener quietly wonders, if peace can be given by the Messiah, why have I spent my life trying to perform it under the Islamic ideology? I'm Dr. J.W. Ayub, theologist since 1994. Like, share, subscribe, comment to educate me. Bye for now.